to Dallas Seminary to speak in chapel. That happened to me this last week, and I had a chance to talk to the students. I love doing that. They're not chained there, but some of them choose to come, and I have a chance to talk about life as it really is and ministry as they will face it. And I chose to approach my talk in a whole new way this time. And it wasn't an original thought with me. I talked to them about learning lessons in difficult times. I called it, "Don't miss the messages in your misfortunes." I got the idea from a commencement exercise, not with graduates of some graduate school, but with ninth graders. Get this, an unusual graduation group, ninth graders going into 10th grade. Unusual speaker, the chairman, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, John Roberts, was the speaker to these ninth graders. A little modest group, and John Roberts spoke to them. How in the world did they get John Roberts to do that? Well, one of the ninth graders is John Roberts' son. So he says to him one evening at supper, "Hey, Daddy, we're going to have a graduation coming up. Would you speak?" And, how can even a Chief Justice turn down his son? He says, "Sure, but I'm going to talk on something different." And he turned the subject on its head. Normally, commencement speakers tell everybody how wonderful they are, and they pour all of this gobbledygook on everyone, and you're going to make a great splash in life, and you're going to become, somebody significant. Not John Roberts. He talked to them about things that would go against them in life, and his hope was that they would learn lessons from them. He gave them 6 wishes for them. Listen to them. I love them. Number 1, he said to the graduates, ninth graders, "From time to time, I hope you'll be treated unfairly so that you'll come to know the value of justice." My second wish for you, I hope you will suffer betrayal, because that will teach you the importance of loyalty. Number 3, I hope you will be lonely from time to time so that you will never take your friends for granted. Aren't these great? Number 4, when you lose, as you will occasionally, I hope every now and then your opponent will gloat over your failure. It is a way for you to understand the importance of sportsmanship. Number 5, I hope you will be ignored so that you will learn the importance of listening. Number 6, I hope you will have just enough pain for you to understand compassion. He added, whether you wish these things or not, they're all going to happen to you. And whether you benefit from them or not will depend upon your ability to learn the lessons, the messages in your misfortunes. I feel the same way today as I speak to you in this difficult time in which we're living. I began my message today with 13 words. Believing important truths is valuable. Standing on them in tough times is invaluable. Then I said that's when mere beliefs turn into convictions. So it's time for me to ask you, are you just excited about getting new beliefs? Or have you turned your beliefs into convictions so that you're ready and willing when necessary to stand alone, as you will have to do if you've not done already. I even talked about Dr. Walvert's statement to the students. I fear we may be graduating too many students with a lot of beliefs, but not enough convictions. What are your convictions? What would you stand for if no one else in the room stood for them? What do you rely on when everything else breaks loose? The bottom drops out. You lose the one that meant the most to you. Hardship becomes your MO. It won't be your beliefs that'll get you through that. It'll be your convictions. I know this, and I am convinced of this. I will stand firm, and I don't care if anyone else around me is standing for this. I will stand here. Who knows, but someday we will be there, and the times will be so tough that unless we press on, we'll have to cave in. This is a practice session right now. These days may be hard, but they're going to get harder. In the last days, difficult times will come. 2 Timothy 3 tells us. One of my mentors used to translate that, savage times will come. Who knows if we will be invaded as a nation? Who knows if wrong people will take charge and take control and our liberties be taken from us? Who knows but what some may wind up their lives incarcerated for doing what is right. Maybe you, maybe your children, maybe your grandchildren. These things we're learning about integrity, these are not just sermons to deliver and hear and go about our business. Next week, we're going to look at Paul's words in 2 Timothy 4, all of which are dungeon talk. Because following those words, the axe fell on the back of his neck and severed his head from his shoulders. In the last days of his life, he writes, I've fought the good fight. I've finished the course. I've kept the faith. I want that for you. I want these words to mean more to you than just something to put in your notes or to remember as interesting beliefs. I want these to turn into your convictions. So I wish for all of us tougher times, harder days, that we might learn the integrity of pressing on.